It's college football, week 11, and we've got a big matchup in Blacksburg on Saturday when Clemson takes on Virginia Tech. But first, I want to tell you about a big special that we have at Wager Talk. You can take $50 off any NFL or college football regular season package using coupon code FBALL50. I've now won 5 straight weeks in college football. I'm going for a 6th straight winning college football week this week, and you can get my college football plays the rest of the season at a discount using coupon code FBALL50. Another area that I've been killing it is the standalone Wager Talk YouTube channel free picks. The last 2 weeks, I've done 3 videos each week, and I'm 6-0. 3-0 sweeps the last 2 weeks in these free pick videos, and I will be going for 5 of them this week. They've got me on 5 different free pick football videos this week and a basketball one, so actually 6 total. So check those out. These have been red hot. The past 2 weeks, I've had an under in a Clemson game and an under in a Virginia Tech game. So doesn't it just make sense that we'd be on the under here? I'll talk about the side for a minute first. You can see my Virginia Tech hoodie on. You probably thought I was going to come on and give out Virginia Tech as a pick. But it's really tough to making a decision on the side with some of the injury issue. I'll start by saying this. Coming into the season, every sharp person I know loved this Virginia Tech team. That was a very sort of sharp future coming into the season. Virginia Tech to win the ACC, Virginia Tech over their season win total. And I'm on record disagreeing with that. So you can go back to the very, August football shows we did at Wager Talk early in the season. Said I wasn't nearly as high on Virginia Tech as the market is, and I've kind of been right in that regard. 4 losses now. You could make the argument if you're, pro Virginia Tech that their losses have been close. Maybe some tough luck involved there. You go back to the Miami game. Even last week, I had a nice 4% winner on Syracuse last week, but, I got a little bit lucky with Kyron Drones and Bajal Tutin being out and getting ruled out right before the game. You could make the argument that if those two play, Virginia Tech maybe wins that Syracuse game. But I don't think you can say that, from the beginning of the season, where the market was on this Virginia Tech team, specifically some of the sharper bettors, that they've been very disappointing to this point. Now I do think this game in particular, the side really depends on Drones and Tutin being good to go. And, I'm hearing a couple of different things this week. I've heard both are back in practice. So that's certainly encouraging for Virginia Tech. I've also heard that Drones is the less likely of the two to go. So it makes it very challenging to bet the side either way in that regard, because with a healthy Drones and Tutin in there, I would definitely be considering Virginia Tech plus the points. I still think, while I don't think that they're ACC title material, I still think this Virginia Tech team is a solid team. And because we don't know their status, and we probably won't know their status, I'm going to look at the total here, because I think the total, I'm on the under either way, whether they play or not. And I actually think Tutin and Drones playing makes it even more likely that this game goes under. So on the defensive side of the ball, we'll start there for Virginia Tech. This is an above average defensive team, above average against the pass, above average against the run. And, I think after last week, so I want to point something out. We had the under in one of these videos last week, the free pick video in Clemson, Louisville. And when I thought Clemson would go conservative, because that's what they've done in some bigger games in the past, and Clemson came out and threw the ball 56 times and lost as a 10-point favorite to Louisville. The reason I bring that up is I think Clemson's path to offensive success against this Virginia Tech defense is to run the ball. And after last week, losing the game as a 10-point home favorite to Louisville in a game where Klubnik threw nearly 60 times, I fully expect Clemson to come out and try to run the ball and make that the focal point of their game plan. Another reason being Virginia Tech's got a pretty solid pressure rate. Their pass rush is decent. I just don't see any way that Clemson comes into this game after what happened last week and doesn't just hit Virginia Tech with a steady dose of running the ball. Now, Virginia Tech, their path to success is running the ball with Tootin and Drones sort of facilitating that on offense. If you go back and look, I mean, Drones hasn't had over 200 yards passing really at all. I mean, maybe once or twice this season. He usually comes in that 150 to 200 yard range, but he's very good at just facilitating the offense, making a play when he needs to make a play. He can take off and run it as well. So even if you get a healthy Virginia Tech offense here with their two skill players that they were missing last week, it's not, I don't think that correlates to points for Virginia Tech. If you get Colin Schlee under center, which is the backup that would play, in place of Drones, who started against Syracuse last week, I don't think that translates to points either, because I thought he was terrible. I thought, I can't believe actually how good the Syracuse defense made him look. Syracuse was dreadful in the first half of that game. Thankfully, for our sake, they woke up and came back and won the game in overtime. But Colin Schlee did not look great. I don't think he's a very good quarterback at all. I think Virginia Tech has big time issues here offensively if it's Schlee under center. All of that being considered, I thought this total would be on the other side of 50. I thought we were going to see like a 49.5 here in this game. But the Clemson offense still gets a lot of respect. You got to remember, Clemson, from the Georgia game on until last week, even last week, has been a massive favorite in every game they've played. And up until last week, Clemson put up some huge numbers offensively in every game they've played, ran into a respectable defense in Louisville, couldn't do as much offensively. Virginia Tech is just as good, if not better, defensively than Louisville is. And knowing that Clemson just had a week where they had limited offensive success throwing the ball 56 times, I think you're going to see Clemson revert back to conservative Clemson, which we've seen out of them in big games in the past. A heavy dose of run, try to control field position, and let their defense, take over in this game. If Drones and Tootin are out, that'll 100% be the case. And I totally expect Clemson to control field position, control time of possession if that's the case. But if Drones and Tootin play, I could see Virginia Tech getting some of the similar, longer drives, having some success running the ball, chewing up that clock, and trying to win the field position game as well. All of that, to me, translates to the under. I think this one is 3 or 4 points off. So for our free pick video here, we'll go with another total. Clemson, Virginia Tech, under 53. I think this is a tight battle in Blacksburg. Check out that coupon code FBALL50. It's good for the rest of the week. Get $50 off the rest of my college football. I'm going for my 6th straight winning week in college football. And check out all of our other free pick videos. I'm going to have 5 of them in football this week up at the Wager Talk YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe, and good luck with all of your bets this weekend. We'll see you guys next time.